you guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I am sharing with you some easy, inexpensive snack ideas to stock your kitchen for the summer, so stay tuned.
You better turn to the other side.
All right, you guys, my kids are home for the summer. It is summertime. I've been sharing with you some lunch ideas, some meal ideas, and I thought I would share some snack ideas as well. I did a snacks video last week. It was some of my favorite items to pick up from Aldi, but I thought that I would take a different tack with the snacks and show you some things that I make at home that are very inexpensive, that use inexpensive ingredients, because let's face it, with my kids, they're very active, they're outside playing, they play sports. If I don't want them to eat me out of house and home this summer or just completely bust the grocery budget, I'm gonna have to come up with some inexpensive ways to fill their bellies up. So I have some things I'm sharing with you today. Some of them are sweet, some of them are savory, some of them are crunchy, some of them are things we can munch on at home, and some of them are things that are great as we are running out the door. So hopefully I can give you some different ideas for things that you can make at home, inexpensive snack ideas for yourself, for your family, for your kids. So here we go. Now, I know you guys are probably familiar with the faux ice cream sandwiches that you can make with graham crackers and Cool Whip. You just put a little Cool Whip between two graham crackers and freeze it, and then it has sort of the same consistency as an ice cream sandwich. Considering the fact that graham crackers are 99 cents at my Aldi, and I can get a carton of whipped topping for like 90 cents at Aldi or Walmart, that makes for a really inexpensive snack. But if you want to take it up a notch, put a little peanut butter on the graham cracker and then put the Cool Whip between the two graham crackers and freeze it that way. Or you can make the Cool Whip graham cracker sandwich and then roll the sides of it in little mini chocolate chips. And that gives you a couple of different options for kind of taking it up to the next level. Popsicles are a staple around here all year long, but especially in the warmer months. And I love to buy the big boxes of the little popsicle tubes, you know, that you can get really inexpensive at lots of different grocery stores this time of year. But I'm actually making some popsicles today. This recipe I recently discovered from my friend Carrie's website, Eating on a Dime, and I will leave it linked in the description box below. And I like it because the ingredients are simple, they're super easy, very inexpensive ingredients, and these are easy to make, but also these popsicles don't drip the way that regular popsicles do because they're made from jello, so they don't really melt the same way, so they don't get as messy, you know, especially in the warm, humid heat around here. Popsicles, they can melt down pretty quickly. So it's just 2 cups of water, 1 cup of boiling water, 1 cup of cold water, and half a cup of sugar and 1 package of jello. You just dissolve the jello and the sugar in the hot water, and then you add the cold water, and then you just pour it into a popsicle mold and pop it into the freezer. I'm using a silicone popsicle mold that I got on Amazon, which I will leave linked in the description box below, but these were really tasty. Be sure to check out my friend Carrie's website and the recipe for these below. Another easy snack or even meal idea that I go to in the summer are corn dog muffins. I mean, you could make these all year round, but these are something that my kids like warm or cold. And when I make them up, once they've cooled off, I'll just put them in a baggie and keep them in the fridge, and then the kids can grab them if they are going somewhere, we're on our way to practice, if we need a quick breakfast or something like that. They work for all meals and snacks. It's also a great way to use up any leftover hot dogs you might have. I'm actually using smoked sausage today, turkey smoked sausage, for this recipe because that's what we have, and I needed to use it up, and it works just fine as well. So it's 2 boxes of cornbread mix, 1.5 cups of milk, 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and then 1 cup of shredded cheese. I'm just using Monterey Jack because, again, that's what I have. So I will mix all of that up to make the batter, and then I will put the batter into a muffin tin, and then I will put a few pieces of hot dogs or smoked sausage in each little muffin cup so that it's kind of evenly distributed, because if I put it in the batter, it just all sinks to the bottom. So that's the way that I do it, and it yields anywhere from 18 to 24 muffins. It just depends on, you know, how big you make the corn dog muffins. But again, this is easy. It's using a lot of pantry staples, inexpensive. I think it's about $4 worth of ingredients. So another really cheap go-to snack or meal item for us for the summer. Okay, so I think we all know that fruits and vegetables are a great snack option from a health perspective, but they also become a great option in my area from an economical perspective because a lot of stuff comes into season and it is very affordable. In my Aldi the other day, cucumbers were 55 cents each, grapes were 75 cents. I picked up a 2-pound package, not a 1-pound package, but a 2-pound package of strawberries at my Walmart the other day for just $3. So that's only $1.50 per pound. Melons are in season, berries are in season, peppers come into season, cucumbers, asparagus, all of this great produce. Sweet corn comes into season as well, and that's something that we throw on the grill or cook on the stove a lot to go along with our summer dinners. And if you watch my channel, you know that one of the things that we keep around a lot in the summertime is watermelon. This is a big crop in my part of the country as well. We grow a lot of watermelons here in Oklahoma. I like it because not only is it inexpensive and delicious, it is also a great way to stay hydrated because watermelons, as the name suggests, are full of water. If you are looking for a really yummy watermelon, what I do is I always look for one with a big yellow spot like the one that you see here because it means that it ripened on the vine. I'm looking for some of these brown veiny things as well, and I'm looking for one that is round like a basketball because I don't know why, but they tend to taste sweeter to me. And if it's heavy whenever I pick it up, that usually is a plus because that means that it is full of sweet, juicy watermelon juice and it is ripe for the eating. When my Granny would come to visit us when I was a kid, my dad's mom, she would always bring these oyster crackers that were seasoned. And I remember really liking them as a child. And I found out later on that the recipe is very simple, and I'm gonna go ahead and make some of those today. The recipe is just 2 packages of oyster crackers, and they have these at Walmart in the Great Value brand for super cheap. My only qualm is that these are much smaller than the name brand. The Nabisco little crackers are much bigger. These are teeny tiny, but I'm going to use 2 packages of those. 3/4 of a cup of oil. I'm just using regular vegetable oil. It calls for a package of ranch seasoning, and I make mine homemade, and there's always a video linked in my description boxes that gives you a recipe for that if you want to go check that out, or you can just use a package of ranch seasoning. I'm going to use 3 tablespoons of my homemade seasoning, and then a teaspoon of garlic salt and 2 teaspoons of dill. You mix all of that together with the oil, and then you just toss the oyster crackers in it, and then typically you bake them in the oven. But I am actually going to use my crock pot. I have used my crock pot to make Chex Mix in the summertime for years. And I know that Chex Mix or party mix, whatever you call it, is something that a lot of people think of around the holidays, but I still think it's a great snack in the summertime, but it's not as cost effective or cost efficient as making the oyster cracker snack. I'm sorry, you guys. It seems like every time I try to film, somebody's out mowing and there's like weed eaters and lawnmowers going and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm gonna pop this recipe into my crock pot. I just line the crock pot with a little parchment paper. I'm gonna put it on low for about 2 hours and make sure that I just give those crackers a stir about every 30 minutes. And we should have a very yummy, very inexpensive snack that's also very portable. I just put it in a tin or in a baggie and we can take it wherever we go. I am making some homemade uncrustable sandwiches. Those are the little like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that you buy in the freezer section. And they come in really handy because you keep them in the freezer so they keep for a long time, and then they kind of thaw out in a lunch bag or a snack bag or something like that. So they're really handy, but they're kind of pricey for what they are. So I am making some at home, and it's really easy. I'm using peanut butter and jelly. You could use a different kind of nut butter, a different kind of filling. You could use honey. I've seen these with Nutella as well. So, you know, pick the filling that you want for your sandwich. I feel like this works the best with a cheap store-bought bread because it's very soft and even just a little bit gummy whenever you try to seal it. So all I am doing is taking 2 pieces of the bread. I'm putting a little bit of peanut butter in the center here, just like so. Doesn't take much. Little dollop of jelly. And then putting the other piece on top. And then I'm using a cup that's kind of heavier and has sort of a wide lip like that. And I'm just pressing down into it. And I just take the pizza cutter and I cut the edges around it. The cup with the sort of heavy duty lip is applying pressure so that the sandwich seals. And then I just use the pizza cutter to cut the crust off. And don't worry, I'll probably turn these into croutons or something like that. And then see, I have a nice little uncrustable sandwich, and I'm just laying these out on a cookie sheet. I'm gonna pop them in the freezer, and then these will make really great on-the-go snacks for my kiddos this summer, and super cheap because a loaf of that bread from Walmart is 88 cents. I know this jar of peanut butter cost me $1.15 at Aldi, and I won't even use all of it. I can't remember how much the grape jelly was, but not expensive at all. So with the crusts that I cut off of the homemade Uncrustables, I actually found this recipe on Pinterest. I'll leave it linked in the description box for using up the crust. And it's for like a cinnamon sugar, like crouton type snack. And all you do is take the crusts, cut them up, and then toss them with a little bit of butter and cinnamon sugar. And then you bake them in the oven for like 25 to 30 minutes And it says to make sure that you kind of flip them, kind of toss them a little bit partway through. So that seems super easy to me, and we're gonna give that a try. So it's like getting 2 snacks for the price of 1. I know I have said this many times before, but it bears repeating in case somebody is watching this who has not heard me give this tip. But this plus this equals s'mores shortcut. Both Aldi and Walmart, and maybe even some other grocery stores that have a house brand, carry a house brand of the Fudge Stripe cookie, and they're around $1 a container, $1 a bag at both Walmart and Aldi. And then marshmallows are cheap. Usually the store brand, I think at my Walmart is 88 cents. And at Aldi, it might be 85 cents. I think you can even get marshmallows for $1 at Dollar Tree. But this is, you know, such an easy dessert hack, especially if you've got like a chimenea or some kind of fire pit or something in your backyard, or you are a camping family. This is so easy and inexpensive. I mean, it's $2 for a package of marshmallows and a package of Fudge Stripe cookies. And then you can make, you know, how many cookies are in here? Let's see. There's 3 cookies, 9 servings. 3 times 9 is 27. So you can make like 13 s'mores for $2. Not bad. I hope that gives you guys some ideas. Leave me a comment and let me know if you have any ideas for good and expensive snacks that you feed your family for the summer. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be sure to check in again with another video very soon.